this is a Faith Pack Week project process. Okay, so I'm going to use this one right here, and I'm going to use this beauty right here. And it's got a little heart in the middle of it. I did this casting resin in this is a fondant I got from Hobby Lobby. It's a fondant silicone mold, and if you look at it, you see up close, it's very intricate, very shallow, not real deep. It's for fondant. It's for cakes. Well, I did it with the casting resin. Here is what I found. It's called Amazing, a super casting resin. I can't remember if I got it from Hobby Lobby or if I got it on Amazon. They both carry it, so there you go. It comes with these little cups, and you pour equal amounts into a cup and you stir it. Well, with regular resin, you stir it for 2 minutes. With casting resin, you don't. It's 30 seconds, and you pour that baby on there, and it starts setting up like immediately. So you want to get moving on there. What happens is in 10 minutes or less, it molds, and then you just pull it right out of the mold, and you've got this beautiful lacy, right? So, just so you know. And so it turns white. Well, I have already painted it because I need it I need to do some other things to it. So what I did last night was I put some B7000 and I taped it and I clipped it and I let it sit overnight. Okay, so then today I took my Fusion Mineral Paint in black, coal black, and I painted it. Okay, and you can see how intricate it is, and you can see some of the white through there. I couldn't get my brush in there to save my pointed head, so I said I'm gonna leave that. I have 2 boards from the Dollar Tree. They're the kind that come with a little jute hanger on them. You know what I'm saying, right? They have this one now is shorter than this one, because what I did was I went downstairs and I started sawing it off, and I started thinking about the cross. We're going to do a cross. We're going to do 2 crowns, that crown and this crown. I made a crown of thorns today. Let me tell you how I did this before we get to the cross. This is just a little wicker, what do you call it? Wreath form from the Dollar Tree. I got some toothpicks and I put some B7000 on them and I poked them in here and there, and now I have a crown of thorns that I'm going to tie on to this little screw that I put in there. I'm going to tie that on there, but I made it rugged. I decided I would rugged it up on the edges here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take what I've got left of this. I don't even know how much I have left, but it doesn't take much, to be honest with you. I have some of this, it's called Valspar Antiquing Glaze. I love it because it has very low odor, and it's fabulous for that. So we're going to do this cross, and I'm going to show you how we're going to incorporate the crown and the crown of thorns. And there'll be a little saying on here that I'm going to write, and it's going to be kind of cool. Okay, I've got this gel in here. I got a good amount. I still got a good amount. I'm just going to get it in here, and I'm going to stain this. I don't want it really dark stain, but we'll see how it takes. I'm going to get some water in there. I'm going to water it down a little. It's kind of, you know. What? I'm going to get a baby wipe and wipe it on, because I don't want that real dark. I don't want her too dark, because this is just raw wood, and it's going to soak it up like nobody's business. I'm going to just get that on and off quick as I can. Yeah, like that. I want it lighter. So this is what we got so far. We've got an old rugged cross. Zip zap, it happened quick, didn't it? All right. I'll just let it dry on its own. All right, so the next thing I want to do is I'm going to take this little little crown, and I want to, I'm going to crackle finish the inside because you're going to be able to see it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a little crackle finish around, right? It's going to get in here and hit it with crackle finish all the way around. to go. Should be. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, now I'm going to get me some Fusion Mineral Paint and raw silk. I'm using the raw silk today because I want it to be a little bit antique looking, so I don't want it to be white, and this will give me the look I'm looking for. So here I go. I'm really going to get my brush wet because I'm going to just go one direction here and go right over the next spot, fairly even coat, but fairly thick, because it starts to crackle right away, y'all. How cool is that? Look at that. Can you see that? Isn't that pretty? That quick, you guys. It's like, for me, this is what I call instant gratification. I love this stuff, and it always looks so pretty. This is what I use, Crackle Medium from Folk Art, and you can get it at Hobby Lobby. You can get it on Amazon as well. So there's that. Dry that up. Go with it. Okay, so we've got this. I'm gonna get the antique rub and buff, antique gold, and I am going to go over it with my finger, but I'm going to use that, makes it nice. All right, so this is what we got from the black lagoon to this beautiful crackle finished on the inside. Outside is all pretty in gold, antique gold, right? So okay, I am going to embellish this beauty cross. The cross right here in the middle, for Christ. Crazy. I think I'd like to put it on this here, just like this, like that. Isn't that pretty? Maybe raise it up. That's what we got so far. Pretty, right? All right, now I have to decide which little pieces that I have duplicates of. It has to be a duplicate, because if I do one side, I got to do the other. That's just how I am. I really love this little piece right here. It almost looks like a 4-leaf clover. And I'm going to try. And I'm putting it like that. See there? So it fits right in that spot by the next to the cross. That's what the replays are for. Oh, how pretty. Look at that, you guys. Isn't that gorgeous? It's looking very regal. So what we need to do here is show you what I'm going to do. What I've done is I've already measured. I've taken a crown of thorns that I made out of a wreath and some toothpicks. And I got the toothpicks in there with the B7000, so they're not going to, but you got to be careful because crown of thorns is pokey, right? It hurts. So it's going to go here. I'm going to tie it here, okay? And I was going to stain it, but I like the contrast of the two colors, so I'm going to leave the crown of thorns lighter so that it pops off of the cross, the old rugged cross. And what I've done is I've taken where I'm going to lay this, like this, okay? And I've taken a piece of paper and I put it up under here where I want to write the words. But I kind of made a pattern so that I know that it shouldn't be any longer or any deeper than there. So I knew where I could write my words, okay? So got that. And I have a piece of, I don't know if it's going to work. I hope it's going to work with this. The carbon paper. I hope it will. If it doesn't, well, then I'll have to wing it. But I think I can make it to where I can see the words on the carbon paper. I'm just going to tape it right even side. Okay. Okay, so it fits right here in the middle. Whitewash it right in the center there. Just make a little splash of whitewash. Let's see if this is white Fusion Mineral Paint. All right, this has to be a little bit dry. It's dry brush, but you know. Let's see if I can see it now. Maybe I didn't put enough white on there, but I'm hoping it's just enough that I can see. Let's see if it's working. Yep. Woohoo! Success. Through 18. Ta-da! It worked. You know, I was thinking I would paint this, but I do have some pins for hand lettering, and I think they'll work. So I may do it with a pen because this is kind of smallish. These are, I got these on Amazon. They're calligraphy pens. There's all different, there's extra fine, there's soft tip, there's all different tips, and you can choose the one you feel works best for you and go with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand letter this. Now I got it on here in the spot. See, right? Making sure that you'll still be able to see it when I put the crown of thorns on there. And you can. So that's perfect. Oh. See? Like that. And I kind of like that it's lightened there because then it's going to stand out nice. I'm going to get my E6000 out. Around here, my comments are... Okay, so I've got a little bit of E6000, and then this part's going to be hot glue. It's going to go right myself. That's key, right? There we go. And it might ooze through a little bit, but hey, I'm good with that. Get it as close to that letter T or that letter H as I can. A lot can happen in 3 days. Isn't that pretty? All right, so here is, it's coming together. It's coming together. I'm gonna tie it on to, and probably glue it as well to that little screw. Make a little loop here. And I'm going to snip that off. Pretty good. Yes, indeed. All right, ready for this? Indeed. A lot can happen in 3 days. Isn't that cool, guys? And there you go.
Totally Dazzled sells sparkling rhinestone wedding supplies. Check us out at totallydazzled.com. But before you do, click up here and download our free Printable Sparkle Quotes. Or click down here and watch one of our other awesome tutorials.